Hello there, welcome to Critical Reviews. Today I'm taking a look at Mickey 17. Nothing is worse than really looking forward to a movie, only for it to turn out to be, well, underwhelming. Prometheus and The Creator are two that would come to mind, were you to push me. And such, unfortunately, was the case with Mickey 17, which was a real shame as it looked like it was a novel and interesting concept, giving us something a little bit different, and if there's anything I'm a sucker for, it's a high-concept sci-fi movie. We get so few. Sadly, although I was looking forward to it, my local cinema closed down before I could see the film. Once the reviews came out, I was somewhat relieved that I hadn't actually seen it on the big screen. But I still wanted to check it out, so when it came to streaming extremely quickly, I did so. I mean, after all, it couldn't be as bad as people said, right? Let's find out. Firstly though, your spoiler-free plot summary. Following a poorly considered business venture, Mickey and his friend Timo flee Earth on a colony ship. The problem is that everyone is trying to leave Earth, and therefore positions are scarce. While Timo manages to land a pilot gig, Mickey is adept at pretty much nothing apart from being likeable. Therefore, the only role open to him is to be an expendable, a human test subject designed to suffer and die, only to be reprinted and continue where his predecessors had left off, not only on the voyage, but also once the new colony planet is reached. Along the way, he gets embroiled in a political agenda, and as seen in the trailer, somehow gets printed again, while the previous Mickey, the titular Mickey 17, is still alive. This all results in a scenario where the entire colony is at risk, and the two very different Mickeys will need to work together to save the day. So, let's start off with the things that I liked about this movie, as it is not entirely without merit. Robert Pattinson again excels in his turn as the titular Mickey 17. Kind of nice, but dim. Pattinson plays him amiable enough, but not exactly brimming with talent, and although it could be said that his portrayal lacks depth, it certainly has heart, making the time he is on screen at least enjoyable. He is surrounded by a supporting cast, including Stephen Yeun as Mickey's associate Timo, and Naomi Aki as Nasha, his super talented and competent agent girlfriend who definitely wears the trousers in their relationship. But this is Mickey's movie, and he is the heart of it. At least, he should be. Now, I've got to say, this is an interesting concept for a movie, and director Bong Joon-ho is no stranger to intelligent ideas in film, although I will die on the hill that Sam Mendes' 1917 should have won Best Film over Parasite. Sadly, although the first half of this film superficially addresses some of the questions and philosophical and moral quandaries that printing copies of deceased people might pose, it's all done in a rather airy and comedic way. Whilst this adds a lightness to what could be a very dark subject matter, it also gives it a veneer of superficiality that I think does an injustice to the potential of the movie. If nothing else, it does at least provide a glimpse of Pattinson's comedic chops, but the interesting ideas that are touched upon are never really explored, as the plot goes completely off the rails in the second half. Ah yes, the orange elephant in the room. Now, I'd seen reviews regarding the movie, and although I avoided spoilers, most of them at least mentioned the off-the-wall bonkers performance of Mark Ruffalo. Here he plays Kenneth Marshall, who is a failed politician come evangelist, promising to lead his people to a new pure white land, Niflheim. Many of the reviews commented that with the subtlety of a brick, the film lampooned Donald Trump and Christianity to the overall narrative's detriment. I thought, nah, it couldn't be that on the nose, it couldn't be that bad, could it?
I am a full-on supporter. I basically am the one and only. Are you from Marshall's official channel?
Oh.
beautiful. It's sleek, hot, exquisite.
Mankind must unite at this critical juncture. Why are we wasting our time with these dregs of society?
Never mind. Yes, from red hat wearing followers to tanned Turkish teeth preening Mr. and Mrs. Marshall, complete with Trump-like mannerisms and dialogue, this devolves into full-on parody extremely quickly. Someone in the writing room had a real hard-on for hating Trump and Christianity, and they are very bad at hiding it. And it destroys the film. Any effort at making this a cerebral yet light-hearted sci-fi film completely goes out of the window as these two buffoons become the centre of everything awful about the movie, completely corroding the narrative as it becomes just how can we make this guy look as goofy as possible, a task that I'm sure Ruffalo relished. As the entire plot starts to revolve around him and his batty wife's machinations, which I will leave as a spoiler but are pants on head fucktarded, this film literally self-destructs before your eyes. Modern Hollywood asserts itself as these whitest of white morons take over the movie, and all the political commentary of the writers asserts itself with the subtlety of being slapped in the face by a trout. Fuck's sake. And it's so unnecessary. A clever and competent writer can easily weave a perspective or allegory into a story with subtlety and nuance. This is neither. And while there is certainly room within this film for gentle jabs at institutions and political figures, this just descends into farce. It's a real shame, as Mickey 17 was certainly a film with potential, despite some dodgy-looking CGI here and there, and some dated tech that makes everything seem far more contemporary than the future set sci-fi they're going for. I mean, cameras on tripods? It doesn't matter if you say it's got a 32K lens, it's still a camera sitting on a tripod. And there was a fair chunk about the movie that I was enjoying. But then the entire thing jumps off a cliff of modern audience myopia, and honestly, the less said about the laughable ending, the better. Final thoughts. Mickey 17 is a criminal waste of a good idea. Rather than accurately adapting the book, Mickey 7, with the expected deviations for the change in the medium, this storyline has been hijacked once again by the modern audience, filleting Hollywood in order to convey a hackneyed and ludicrous swipe at people that the creators don't like. This I could respect, and perhaps even forgive, if it were done with any hint of subtlety or intelligence or elan. But what it actually does is derail a light-hearted sci-fi comedy and devolve it into the realms of heavy-handed farcical political commentary. Again, it's a real shame. And Mickey 17 joins that list of films that I was looking forward to but underwhelmed me massively. Thanks for watching. I've been Critic, and I'll be back with another video soon.